All right, we are joined by Alamogordo Cheer. Competition season is almost here, and we're joined by Staesha Gentry. She is in her first year leading Alamogordo Cheer, a former Alamogordo High School cheerleader and athlete as well. And you want to introduce the four that you got here with you today?
Yes, these are our captains this year, Annaliesa, Daisha, Saige, and Jessie.
All right, how's everybody doing today? Good?
Good.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Well, Staesha, I mean, first I'd ask, what brought you back to want to be involved with the program? It's a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into being the cheer coach. When you saw the opening, what made you decide to go for it?
Well, this is something I always wanted to do. Ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to come back and coach one day. Cheer was always like the love of my life, and it still is. And I'm just so grateful to be right back here. It's very full circle for me.
Yeah. What is what is maybe things that you've been surprised by in terms of leading the program? What has been maybe the things that you've enjoyed the most since you've been able to take over as a coach?
Something I've been surprised about was how wonderful the girls really are, and so grateful, so talented, so willing to try new things. They've come so far. The most enjoyable part is seeing them come so far from the very first day to now. Yeah. Like that is just something that I would never replace. That was such a joy to see, and it continues. They get better every single day.
All right. When I talked with Daisha and Saige in their Athlete of the Week interviews, and they talked about how much earlier you guys got into preparing for competition season this year. Obviously, that was something that you wanted to get that going as soon as possible. When did you guys start working on your routine this season?
We officially got our routine in October. Okay. And our first competition is next week, so we've had a pretty sufficient amount of time to work on it. We had a great choreographer this year, Jessica Covington, that coaches at NMSU. She came down, and we have a great routine this year. I'm very excited.
Yeah, and it has two sections. You guys obviously have the game day, which is we see at football games, see at basketball games, and then you talk about the choreography part of it. I don't know if a lot of people realize how much goes into learning all of that. It is a lot of time for these ladies. It's a lot of probably bumps and bruises and various things that are out there. It is an immense challenge to get all that synchronized before you guys actually do it in front of the public, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we work hard every single day. They are long practices. They're practicing at home. This is not something that's easy.
Yeah.
People always have the misconception that we're on the sideline and that's it, but a lot of people don't even know that we have our own competition season that we work really hard for all year long.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why spirit is a part of athletics. I mean, it is, I've heard from a lot of cheerleaders who usually have gymnastics background, and that's part of the reason why they get into spirit is there is, unfortunately, gymnastics is not really, super prevalent in high schools around the country. So, cheer and spirit really gives them an opportunity to use that in cheer, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we don't have a lot of cheer programs that people can get into at a young age. We only have one gymnastics gym now in town. So a lot of people aren't introduced to it until later now. But I'm so grateful. And we're actually working with the gymnastics gym here in town. So we're going to start tumbling there too.
Yeah, Extreme Amplitude, right? Is that
yes,
still okay?
Yes.
Want to make sure we give them a little shout out.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of kids that get involved with them. All right, let's hear from the ladies here. We'll start with Annaliesa, and how has the season gone? How has the competition preparation gone? What have you felt like the team has how they've done before you guys actually get to go out there and compete?
I mean, this season is probably like the best season I think we've ever had. I mean, we worked so hard, I think, and now since going into competition, I think that now we're like all locked in, I guess. Yeah. And I don't know, I think it has come all like into full circle because I mean we put everything like into one thing, and I think that's what competition season has like.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that, when you look at your year as a cheerleader, is that what you enjoy the most, is getting to that point where you guys, the thing that you guys really focus on in the competition season, or do you just kind of enjoy it all? You like going to the games and doing all the different activities?
I mean, I do like both, but I mean, I love competition just because like you put everything into one and you put all the hard work and you show it off. So, yeah. Which
one do you find more challenging, game day or the choreography part of it?
Cheer with music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because, like, there's more technique and stamina goes into it. Sorry.
Yeah. It takes a lot for sure.
Yeah.
And in the cheer with music routine, what's your role in that? Are you doing tumbling? Are you doing bass, flying? What are you doing?
I'm a main bass for the whole part, and it's challenging, but I enjoy it. So.
I always the bases I'm always a little nervous for because y'all are obviously making sure you don't drop them, but when they come back down as well, there's elbows and heads and knees and things like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just part of the deal. Yeah. Okay. Do you remember what got you interested in getting involved in cheer? What age did you start doing it?
Well, I was new to this town, and I just wanted to be in something. I've always been in cheer and dance, so seeing cheer now, I don't know, I think I just wanted to be part of this community, and I think it's led me to become really successful in my high school career.
All right. So, what do you like about these girls? You got these three here, the team as a whole. Has this been a fun group to be around this year?
Of course. We all just love each other. Even though we do see each other every day, it's always a new thing, and it's just so fun and exciting, and there's just always something to look forward to. So, yeah.
And for this group being seniors, obviously you want to finish strong.
Of course. I want that state medal for graduation.
Okay. There you go. Put it on the leather jacket and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Very good. All right. Daisha, who is no stranger. I couldn't think of the word there for a second. To being in here, we've had her for Athlete of the Week a couple of times, but cheer program as a whole. How much fun has it been this year? Because I know we talked about it with your Athlete of the Week interview that the competition season starting earlier and everything just seems to be a little bit more put together as you guys get to this point in the year, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been a really fun season for all of us this year. I feel like this team in particular, everyone's really close, and we've built a friendship over the months that we've had together. Seeing each other every single day has just made us stronger. So yeah, I think we have a lot of fun at practice and at games. As
a senior, obviously you have sophomores and freshmen and eighth graders and things. Do you feel like as a senior you're helping that group along to, I'm sure there's some first year cheerleaders on the team this year. Is that kind of one of your roles to help them out through the game day, through the cheer with music part of things?
Yes, of course. I definitely I see myself as a role model for some of the younger people. I want them to look up to me and see some things that I do and want to be like that in the future. So yeah, I just hope I can be that person that the girls look up to and they're like, wow, by my senior year, I hope I have that mentality or something like that.
It seems like one of the nights y'all have the most fun is when you have the middle school cheerleaders with you at the football game. There's almost 100 of you out there. Is that one that you really enjoy? Those are obviously ladies that hope to be where you're at here in a few years. Is that a fun experience?
Yeah, it's a really fun experience. I think it's nice seeing the middle school girls kind of admire the huge crowd and just calling the cheers with us and stunting with us and everything. It's honestly really fun to see them excited.
And then you also have a chance to work with little bitty kids as well when you guys do your youth cheer camp at the beginning of the season. That's got to be a fun thing as well, right?
Yes, the little kids are so sweet. They always are just like, can we take pictures or can we give you a hug? And they're the sweetest little things ever. They actually listen to us very, very well. They're really respectful.
same
me, at least.
Maybe. Well, you got to think, if they're 5, 6, 7 years old, sometimes it doesn't exactly work out that way. So, with competition just coming up, I know we talked, I think, at the beginning of November, where do you see the difference from November to now as you guys get ready for competition starting at the end of January? Is it just night and day, do you feel like?
Oh, for sure, definitely. We've, the Flyers have came so far with technique and the bases and everything. We're a lot sharper, a lot cleaner. Our energy has increased as we've been working out and tiger trails and everything like that. We have a lot more stamina. And then also kind of our bond together, you have to rely on your team to get better, and I feel like we've relied on each other a lot.
Okay, very good. All right, Saige, who maybe it was a little more challenging for her with the youth camp kids. You had fun, I'm sure. Yes. Yeah, she had lots of fun, but it was like trying to wrangle people up and do all that. Yeah, is that fair?
For sure, it was a lot of bathroom trips.
Okay,
for sure.
Yes, I have to go to the bathroom just 5 minutes ago. Anyway. But getting that opportunity to not only work with them but with the middle school cheer as well, is that something you've really enjoyed as a senior this year?
I think it's very fun to see them grow as a team too, because since our sophomore year we've watched the same middle schoolers come up from middle school to join our team, or just not even join our team yet, but we've watched most of our middle school teams grow.
Yeah.
Very good. What has you most excited about actually getting to go out there and compete in a week? I mean, that's got to be super exciting to get out there and actually be in front of the crowd for the first time. Yeah?
I think the most exciting part is having a good group of girls that want to strive as a team, not just for themselves, but as a whole. And just going to see such a young team go to the first competition, it's definitely going to be something new for them.
Yeah. And this one is cheer with music, right? You're doing
Yes.
Okay, so you're doing one of the two parts of that. So at least, I mean, I'm sure that's a positive. You guys get to focus on one thing going into that.
Yes.
Yes.
It's hard to memorize both of them at the same time.
Yeah. And so the later competitions, obviously at state you'll have to do both, but some of the other competitions, will you have to do both, or is just kind of one each?
I think we're going to do cheer with music for our first two, and then game day and cheer with music for the last two.
Okay, gotcha. And that would, of course, be one of them state, and then I'm trying to remember, there's one in Artesia, is that right, Coach?
One in Artesia, and then the next one where we do both routines is in Albuquerque.
Okay, so that's kind of like a state preview sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Get a lot of the teams from around the state, I'm sure, that will be competing in that. So, and from getting out there to cheer for teams here throughout the rest of the season, is there something you're kind of looking forward to throughout the rest of the season, or anything that jumps out to you?
It's sad going to be our last first competition, but I think it's just going to be fun to finish out the year with such a good team. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. We'll move over here to Jessie, and how is for you, how is the start to competition gone for you?
It's going great. I think we're doing such good full outs, and honestly, it is so bittersweet to see, me and my fellow seniors, we have worked for this since our freshman year. All 4 years, this is the moment that we've been working for. And it's a sad moment, but it's also such a happy moment to see how each of us has grown since freshman year. We've grown so much as a team and as friends. These are the friends that I'm going to have for the rest of my life, and I already know that.
So you're gonna get all emotional in here. And especially when we get towards the later of the year, because graduation's getting even closer for y'all. So
Yes.
You said something there, doing good full outs. Is that what you said?
Yes, that's what we call whenever we do our entire routine, start to finish.
Okay.
It's been great. They've worked so hard for it, and they're so amazing, and they surprise me every day with how much work they put in, and they say, yes, ma'am, they take the critiques, and they're so amazing.
Yeah, I would imagine, certainly, when freshmen and sophomores, and it's not like attitude, they just want to be a part of the group and have fun with you guys, yeah?
Yes, they're so great. I see myself in all of them, really.
Aww.
I see myself in all of the freshmen when I was a freshman, and they're all such amazing people. I love them all.
Yeah. What do you find, most enjoy? I mean, like the things that you maybe know that you help them out with the most. Is it just, helping build their confidence? Is it, particular things in the routine? What do you notice that you help them out with the most?
I love helping them with stunts whenever they're struggling, which isn't a lot, actually. They're doing great.
Yeah.
Whenever they're struggling, I love giving little critiques, like extend your arms, or just whatever they need, really.
Yeah. And they take those critiques okay?
They definitely do.
Okay, that's good.
Immediately. As soon as I say it, they're like, yes, ma'am, and they fix the whole thing. It's perfect.
Awesome. Very good. All right. Coach, we're obviously talking about, this is how many different athletes do you have on your cheer team this year?
For sideline, we have 23. Actually competing, we have 18 with 3 alternates.
Okay. If you want to mention some of the other ladies, obviously you've got a huge group that's going to, have to do well in order for you guys to compete well over the next few weeks. Who's impressed you this season?
Oh my gosh, everybody has.
Okay.
A few standouts, like our little freshman Faith. She's a new flyer this year. She has come so far. She's so respectful. She'll take a critique and fix it immediately. Mm-hmm. I think that by the time she's a senior, she will be absolutely outstanding. Allie is our tumbler. She's willing to try any difficult stunt that I throw at her. She may, be hesitant at first, give me a little, grief, but she will do it. And yeah, she's great. Our bases, Faith's group, Gabby, Lily, man, that's going to be our strong group. If they stick with it next year, it's going to be great. But they are all great. I wish I could shout out every single one of them.
Yes, I don't want to say that just because your name doesn't get mentioned doesn't mean you're doing a great job. There's a lot of athletes, obviously, that are involved with this program. So, and I know that, something else for cheer as well is I'm sure building the program up and the fact that you've got varsity and you've got JV and getting big numbers out there again. And we've seen obviously you've got middle schoolers out there. Is that one of the goals for you to kind of get the program up to a level where you've got that kind of numbers out there?
Oh yeah, I mean when I cheered, we did have large JV teams, large varsity teams. The goal is to get maybe a freshman team, a JV team, a large varsity team. I want as many people to come out as possible. I want them to see how well the girls do this year and how much they love it and want to do that exact same thing. I want to build this program as large as it used to be.
Yeah. And the idea of maybe going back to a co-ed team as well, getting some of the guys involved, or yeah?
I would love to have a co-ed team. I mean, when I was here, we had 10 guys on the team, and I don't know, it slowly kind of trickled down to all-girl. I love my girls. I love an all-girl team routine, but with guys, obviously, you can do a lot harder stunts. So that would be so great. I really am hoping that I can get the word out enough to where guys know that they can try out. I think there's a misconception that they don't know yet, so I'm going to really push for it.
Okay, very good. All right, we got all seniors here. We have asked Daisha and Saige about what's coming up next for them after that, so I won't hit them with that question again, but I will ask Annaliesa, do you know what's coming up next for you after high school? Have you started making those decisions yet?
I mean, yeah, I already started to apply for college, got accepted into NMSU, and I want to try out to be a sun dancer at NMSU. Cool. And yeah, I'm trying to major in aerospace engineering.
Wow.
And minor in hotel management. So I'm really excited for that.
That's a very eclectic choice between aerospace engineering.
I already have it planned out, so I'm really excited.
Okay.
So,
What got you interested in aerospace engineering?
I mean, I love space, and my brother's an engineer.
Okay.
And so I'll try it out and see.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're good at math and science in school.
Science, yes. Math, it needs work. But
That's what college is for. They're supposed to make you better at
yes.
that. That's all right, very good. And so obviously you're hoping, not necessarily with cheer, but with dance to continue that after high school?
Yes, I mean, I love cheer, don't get me wrong, but I mean, dance is where my heart is at. And so I just want to pursue that in college, and yeah, I'm trying my best. So
okay,
yeah.
Very good. So are you involved with other dance teams outside of the school?
I mean, I have private lessons,
okay.
And so I do that in my spare time, after cheer, during the weekends, and just, yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have like a dance troupe in Alamogordo anymore right now. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We had that for such a long time with Showtime, and then after Showtime, I think there was another group after that. So yeah, it's kind of a shame that's not around anymore. I know that there was probably a lot of crossover with that, with cheer and those programs, but we all know that's a huge undertaking to do that for sure. Daisha, remind me, where are you headed after high school? You told me this one, but let's hear it one more time.
I'm going to Texas Tech in Lubbock.
That's right. And it's, do you remember what are you going to be going into?
I'm majoring in business management.
Okay. Graduation's almost here. I mean, the fact that you're almost there, is that super exciting?
Oh, definitely exciting. I am so ready to just start a new chapter in my life and just see different people, meet new people, and just grow as a person.
Yeah. And I just out of curiosity, Coach, I mean, when you guys do your tryouts at the end of the school year for the next school year, right? Is that usually how that goes?
Correct, yeah.
So, do you have your seniors kind of help out with that at all and help? They're smiling, so I'm assuming yes.
Oh, yeah. They'll be helping most likely all through summer if they can. That's my goal, help with open gyms, help with tryouts, and then hopefully help with the summer workouts before they move away and leave me.
Okay.
Sorry,
gotcha.
Coach.
So, Daisha, you're obviously excited about that because the pressure is off and you just kind of get to be...
I just get to have fun, be smiley.
Yeah. And you kind of get to try out being a coach a little bit, I would think, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited because I always try to, give myself the boundaries of I'm also their teammate, so I can't, act as if I'm trying to be a coach or something, but I'm excited that it's I get to take it a little bit more seriously, if that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. Saige, I mean, is that something you're kind of excited about here at the end of the year?
I'm excited that I get to work with kids because that's what I want to do after I get out of college. So it'll give me a little bit more practice with kids.
Okay, very good. And you get to, maybe somewhere down the line, similar to Staesha, coaching, would that be something you'd be kind of interested in? Or?
I don't think I would necessarily say coaching.
Okay. No? All right, that's fine. Hey, you never know. 5-10 years down the road, you'd be like, that sounds like fun. Get back involved in cheer, something like that. Remind us again, though, where you're headed to school.
I'm going to go to Roswell to be a physical therapist.
That's right. ENMUR.
Yes.
I remember. That was just last week that I talked to you, so I should remember that off the top of my head, but sometimes that's just the way that it goes. Yeah, we'll see. Obviously, look forward to see what you do there for sure. Jessie, how about you? I mean, what's coming up next?
I'm planning on going to NMSU, and I'm planning on majoring in the medical field, just like my mom. And I want to become a radiologist, taking x-rays, doing ultrasounds. Yeah.
Very good. So, cheer, something you're hoping to continue, or anything else that you'd be involved with that?
If that's where life takes me, I am so up for that. I'm just going to go with the flow. Of course, I love cheer. It's in my heart. It's always been in my heart since 6th grade. So if that's where life takes me, that's where I'm happy to go.
Okay, very good. And you and Annaliesa will, be around each other. So, I mean, that's positive, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go. And as you get are you looking forward to that at the end of the year with tryouts and being involved with that at all?
I am so excited for that. I am so excited to see all of the new middle schoolers coming in, and I want to see what they got. They better bring it.
I feel like they're like Bring It On is sitting in my head. I'm sitting at the table with the notes. Sorry, that's a lot of my experience with cheerleading is watching Bring It On. So.
It's not exactly like that.
No,
Not exactly.
No, that would be pretty dark if that was the case.
Oh yeah, that would be problematic.
Now, I will say cheer competitions are maybe not quite as crazy or weird as some of those are, but the just the whole atmosphere of cheer competitions we've talked about with them before. It is if you don't need coffee, I guess is what I'm saying when you go to that.
No, that adrenaline rush right before you get on the mat, oh my gosh, I can't explain it. You're shaking, you're bouncing, you're ready to go. And yeah, I mean, it's both scary but so exciting. Yeah, and once you get off the mat, once you're done with your routine, you're like, can we go again? I want to go again. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys basically have to sit around all day and you get to do one routine and that's it, right?
Yeah, you get 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the mat and you're done.
Yeah. That's tough for sure, to say the least. What are your expectations for this team this year? I mean, obviously these ladies want to try to get top 3 up at state. Is that something you feel like from what you've seen this year that you guys can have a chance at this year?
100%. I have no doubt in my mind if they can hit their routine, we should. I mean, I want to say we should win state. We should. I mean, they have everything, every tool to do it. I believe in them, and I think they're starting to believe in themselves too. After this first competition, I think that their confidence is just going to get higher because I believe that we're going to win next weekend.
All right, that's what you like. And if you guys can keep winning those events heading towards state, obviously that just keeps building up the confidence. So.
For sure. I mean, yeah, they're not, the most important competitions, but as far as confidence, as far as getting our name back out there, I think people are going to underestimate us until we hit the mat, and they'll see that we're back.
There's a lot of head nodding and finger pointing and all kinds of things going with the ladies.
Coach is eating. Yes, Coach.
They're excited for sure. Well, we're certainly looking forward to seeing that. And for those of you in the community, obviously heading over to Las Cruces, and remind me of the day. It's the 25th?
The 25th, and we're supposed to compete around 10 o'clock.
Okay, very good. So head over to Mexico State University, and it is at the
Pan Am.
Pan Am, gosh.
Yep, yes.
I was thinking it was Aggie Memorial, and I couldn't think of the right name. So, so over at the Pan Am at 10 a.m. So go check that out. And then Artesia, and of course Albuquerque for the final 2 events. We'll look forward to seeing that. We'll look forward to, of course, seeing you on the sidelines and supporting the other teams throughout the rest of the season as well. Ladies, good luck as competition begins. Okay.
Thank you so much.